Okay, well, disappointing loss, disappointing start to the season. Knew when we took over this job it wasn't going to be easy, and it's not. But I'll just promise you this: that I'm not going to allow this program to. And this is I don't mean this as an offense to anybody at all. Period. But there is facts in life. I will not let this program descend to what it was. I promise our fans that. I promise our student body that. I promise our athletic director that. I promise our president that. I promise these players that. It will not happen. Now, that may be hard to believe right now because we're sitting here at 0-3, okay? But we're going to get this thing figured out, and it's not easy, okay? We're killing ourselves right now. Our offense has not been anywhere close to what it needs to be to win football games. We gave up a deep ball in a 2-minute drive. That is very uncharacteristic of us on defense. We've been good shutting down the deep balls. On special teams, the 2 penalties on poor punts hurt us in terms of field position, which in turn hurts our offense because the field isn't short. Defensively, we haven't gotten enough takeaways. We've only had 1 in 3 games. That's not okay. Now, our defense went out in the second half and played outstanding football, and that's why we punted on 4th and 3, because that was the decision that you make. When your offense has not been able to get a first down, hasn't been able to move the ball, has scored 6 touchdowns and kicked 3 field goals in 3 games, and it's 4th and 3 and you have 3 timeouts and it's a 7-point game and you can punt the ball and pin them down there, that's what a smart football person does. And it gave us a chance to win the game, or at least tie the game, and we didn't get it done. Someone's going to ask me about running a route at whatever, 13 yards or what was it, 4th and 14, and it's complete and it's great and it goes on the stats and you go, wow, hey, the guy got a completion and it adds 14 yards to your totals, but you lost the game because you came up short. So that's not acceptable. So we have to call a play that gives us a chance. Cam got jammed up. He's got to fight through it, and he's got to get to the sticks, okay? And we got to then make the catch. So this loss falls on all of us, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell you, okay, as bad as it seems right now, okay, this team will recover. We will fight back. We will not let people down that jumped on and supported us after the 6-win season last year, which I remind everybody we all said wasn't good enough, okay? So there's no quit in us. But we can't come out and start a game the way that we started a game against anybody. And great challenge this week. So Duke's coming here. I think they won today. I'd be surprised if they're not ranked in the top 20. They'll be licking their chops to come in here and play. And so as heartbreaking it is to lose and to sit here at 0-3, we don't have any time at all to feel sorry for ourselves. Okay, so we've got to learn from what happened today. We've got to adjust from the things that we learned today, and we got to put them into action, because words don't matter. Actions do. And right now, our actions have not been good enough to win football games. So I don't know after that if you have any questions.
Do you feel like the offense had a better second half than first?
No. You're not going to win. You're not going to win football games in college scoring 17 points. We've scored 6 touchdowns and kicked 2 field goals in 3 games. In today's world of college football, I mean, that's abysmal. And I'm just being honest. And that's on me. I'm the head coach, so I'm not blaming the offense. I'm blaming myself. Okay? It's not okay. It's not okay. No, I didn't think they did. I think the defense played great in the second half. The offense had field position. They had 3 and outs. They had time, and they scored 10 points, or maybe 14 points. 14 points. No, that's not good enough.
What changed defensively to have you play better in the second half?
We contained the run. We covered tighter. Our energy was better. We got some negative plays on first down, which got us into some second and advantage defense, and then we got off the field on third down.
Was it nice to see Devontae Houston break a couple big runs? That was something that you hadn't really seen.
I can't. It's hard for me to say anything nice right now. You know, I'm used to him going the distance. You know, so we got to find a way for him to continue to get through there like he did, and then not get tripped up and go score. And you know, Victor his back was spasming. He wasn't really available, so Devontae had to carry the load. And for a guy his size, you know, 5'7", 160 pounds, I give him a ton of credit for continuing to hit it up in there, because there's not many running backs that'll do what he does at that size. We weren't good enough on offense. We weren't even close to good enough on offense, and I'm not happy with it. And we're going to go back and we're going to dissect it, and we're going to evaluate every single player and every single play and every single call and every single practice rep and every single defense we put them in, our scout team in, and we're going to get it figured out. But there's not a lot to be pleased with on the offensive side of the ball.
Jim, particularly on defense, are you surprised or disappointed that in such an important game after last week, you guys apparently came out rather flat? Is that what you saw? Or
No, I don't know if we were flat or what, but yeah, absolutely. I'm terribly disappointed in the way we started on defense. Terribly disappointed they went down and they scored as easy as they did. As locked in as I thought we were all week. Terribly disappointed that in a 2-minute drive we gave up a touchdown pass. That should just never, ever, ever, ever happen. And especially in that situation where you're trying to gain some momentum and then all of a sudden you just lose the momentum. So yeah, I'm terribly disappointed in that. And that, just like the offense, will be addressed in minute detail. Just like special teams will be addressed in minute detail. Because that's what we have to do. That's what's required of us, and that's what we'll do. Okay, thanks all. Appreciate you.
Today about how you guys played.
Started off a little slow. You know, obviously we didn't win. There's a lot to improve on.
Did you feel like you had a couple plays that maybe could have gone all the way that came up short?
Yeah, obviously I lost my balance, tripped up a few times. I got to have those plays, you know, to put us in a better predicament.
Getting in those situations, what was different about this game where you were able to get space versus the last couple games where it's been kind of just nothing at the line?
My offensive line, they did a great job up front, you know, widening holes for me. You know, I just executed when I had that opportunity.
When you think about the fact that you guys won this matchup last year on the road, now to lose it at home this year, you know, how do you feel about that?
Who likes to lose? Obviously, it's upsetting, you know. We came out slow. Anytime you come out slow versus anybody in FBS football, it's going to be hard to come back.
Why should people have faith in this program right now, Devontae?
I mean, honestly, we're not going to quit. Ultimately, it comes down to the locker room. As long as we believe in each other, it ain't about anybody on the outside. But we would love to have everybody on the outside believing in us. But ultimately, it comes down to us. And everybody in the locker room, we know we're going to keep working. We're going to keep going.
What did you see from Ta'Quan at quarterback? Did it look like he got a little bit more comfortable as the game wore on to you?
Yeah, Ta'Quan, man, he's going to be great, man. The way he practices, the way he executes, the way he watches film, man. He had command out there. We're going to roll with Ta'Quan.
Thank you.
We just, locked in and focused up a bit more. Like I said, Coach Mora talked to us at halftime, and we didn't really make any adjustments. It was just a simple fact of if we're going to do it, if we're not going to do it. And as you can see, we stood up, but it wasn't enough. Because if it was enough, we would have did it in the first half. So,
how frustrating is it that it seems like every time a team has scored on you guys, it's been sort of one big play that's sort of got them there? How frustrating is that, where it's like one little mistake?
It is pretty frustrating, but at the same time, you have to have that mindset of like next play mentality, next play mindset. Because if you sit there and you worry about the big plays that just happened, there's going to be multiple big plays that keep happening, and the game's just going to run away from us.
How do you like your involvement in the offense?
I liked it. It was fun. Obviously, it's great always to score a touchdown as a big guy, but honestly, I'm just doing whatever I can to help this team, whether that's blocking, running, jumping, playing defense, whatever it takes. So.
What was it like in the locker room when you guys got back in there after the game?
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't like everybody was in there screaming and mad at each other or anything. It was just kind of really disappointed, because these are the games that you want to win, you have to win. It's a must win. It was for us all week, but unfortunately we didn't get it done. So.
How do you expect to try and turn it around with, expecting a really good team visiting next week?
Same mission. Like, everybody has to get it. Everybody. Like, it doesn't matter who we play each week. We come in with the same attitude that, you know, we can play with anybody. You know, it doesn't really matter to us. I know, especially on the defensive side of the ball, we're going to bring it every week. We're going to continue to work hard, and that's about it.
Good.
Thank you.
Just couldn't get things going in the first half. What do you attribute the slow starts and overall play?
Overall, we got to play better, and I got to play better, to be honest.
Do you feel like you were more comfortable in the second half as you guys started getting a little bit more going?
I mean, yeah, you can say that, but like overall, I just got to play better. I can't let the team down.
What did you see on that 4th and 14 play at the end there?
We were trying to get a nice rubber up there, and it just wasn't open. It was short.
Anything they were doing that you weren't expecting or caught you off guard?
No, they ran everything that we seen on film.
You guys punted twice from, you know, around midfield, you know, as a quarterback. Did you feel like maybe that was something you wanted to go for or try at any point?
I trust Coach Mora and the decisions he makes with the team. So whatever he wanted to call, you know, I got my trust in him.
How do you sort of bounce back from a game like this and sort of go into the next week preparing for Duke? You know, what have you learned from this game?
Gotta watch the film, correct my mistakes, take notes, put the past behind us, and on to the next opponent.
Coach is adamant that this program won't go back to what it was before. Are you confident that you guys can do that you can correct the mistakes and become a better team right now, and why?
Yes, we got the group of guys in the locker room to be a really good team. We just got to go out there and execute when the time on Saturdays.
Thank you.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you.